take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Here we go. 12. Got it.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's third down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Got it.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Lorenzo Alexander able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They go play action here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, now Manning. Now he'll escape to his left. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
21.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Completes this one to Meredith. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good-headed scheme going.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement. But it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's brought down. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Manning now on 1st down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a play fake. Manning. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Manning now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. Play action. Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Zebra, zebra, zebra. Set, zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra, zebra.
Off play action. Manning. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Craig Robertson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack.
Zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra. Hey, gun, 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 gun.
One final try now for Manning. And he's going to go down again. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Sack, we got him. We got him.
Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack.
Zebra, zebra.
Off the play fake. Manning. He finds Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Manning now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Zebra, zebra, zebra. Like 50, like 50. You gotta be afraid of me.
From the gun, it's Manning. Coleman has it here right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Here we go, G. Here I come. 48.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Zebra. Bill, set. 28. Regular. Zebra.
On play action, it's Manning. He finds Beckham complete. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. Rosas true blue on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Rosas now to kick this one away. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. You ready?
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Going for the deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 46. So after the INT, it's Manning. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. They give him a gain of 37.
Yes, indeed. Eli Manning to Odell Beckham Jr. When they do it over and over, they usually win games.
Yeah, and you know the video game Madden, right?
Of course.
Yeah, that's why he's a big reason that Odell Beckham was on the cover in 16 with the arm stretched out, that famous one-handed catch.
Yeah, he did that a lot, didn't he?
Will try to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On third, now Breeze lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Manning now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Hey, boys, got four down.
That's it. Blue 80.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Zebra. Hey, tight.
On second down, here's Manning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, we got 3 down. 51's the mic.
Now Manning. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
51's Mike.
Ready.
I got one.
Zebra.
They'll run for it with Barkley.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Saints will have the football back. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
On second down, here's Breeze. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
36.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Over.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 22. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Saints on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Working from the gun. It's Breeze. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Throwing is Manning. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
On play action. Now Manning. And Ingram holds it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Mark Ingram really coming into form in the NFL. First 5 years in the league, didn't have a 1,000-yard season, but he's done it the past 2 years.
Yeah, and I think a couple of reasons for that. Number one, offensive line has been rebuilt, and they put a lot of resources into that, and they've gotten better. Number two, he's had great running mates back there. Tim Hightower 2 seasons ago. Then last year, of course, the sensational Alvin Kamara. And last but not least, the defense is playing so much better in New Orleans, they don't have to throw the ball as much on offense. He can run the ball even more.
Breeze hands to Ingram. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. From midfield, here's Breeze. And Thomas has it. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Manning going to throw here. Open man right side is Ingram. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Rosas to add the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by one more. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
11.
One final try here for Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, it'll be a 500.